So it's finally over. I'm not even joking. Last night I recorded a video talking about how Kevin Durant might go to the Grizzlies and how much I hated that for the Grizzlies. And I wake up today and I see that Kevin Durant has decided to stay with the Nets and everything is just done. Now, I'd be lying if I said I didn't expect this to some degree. This makes the most sense. I didn't really see Kevin Durant in any other jersey, even when all of the talks were going on. I really only saw him in a Brooklyn Nets jersey, but it is kind of disappointing how that all turned out, you know, because when it's the offseason, me personally, I love just seeing how everyone just rearranges their teams and how everything just changes up and switches, and just seeing people in different jerseys is always super exciting. Like Rudy Gobert going to the Timberwolves was super fun, you know, and all that. And so it kind of sucks to see that Kevin Durant isn't leaving the Nets, but at the same time, I think that makes the most sense, and I think that's better for the team and the league. And then all of these other teams who are like very close to ruining their young cores to pick up this old man, they're safe now. That just feels good to me. I just like that. Now, I wasn't completely sure if I was going to talk about this in the same video, but I haven't taken up that much time. So there have been developments in the Donovan Mitchell saga as well. So the Knicks offered the Utah Jazz Evan Fournier, Obi Toppin, 5 first-round picks, and of course salary fillers for Donovan Mitchell, but the Jazz declined. Now, I replied to this saying, and this is on Twitter, I replied to this saying 5 firsts, and they said no. And I do truly feel that. I think if they already got, I believe they got 5 firsts from the Rudy Gobert trade as well. If they get another 5 from the Knicks for Donovan Mitchell, you're turning into the OKC Thunder. Now, I should probably preface this by saying 3 of those picks are protected. It's not all unprotected first rounders. I'm sure if they were, they might just say yes. They really might say yes to that trade, and Donovan Mitchell could be in New York right now. But I think this just kind of reemphasizes the point that I made in my last video, which I think you should go watch. This still, in my mind, means the Heat are very much contenders to pick up Donovan Mitchell. I don't think it's only the New York Knicks who have a chance to get him. Now, Donovan Mitchell is really one of those players who wouldn't mess up your franchise if he went to any team. You know, he's super young still, absolute, I mean, borderline superstar. He's only 25 years old, which is just the sweet spot, I feel like, for a lot of NBA teams. You know, old enough for like some kind of veteran leadership, but young enough to still build a team around. I think Donovan Mitchell will be a perfect fit on the Miami Heat, and I truly believe if he goes to the Miami Heat, he is winning a ring with us. Absolutely. I truly believe that. I think if he goes to New York, there's not enough pieces there to win a ring for multiple years past that. And they're giving up a bunch of draft capital to pick him up. Man, I don't know. I think it's a better trade for the Jazz for like just as far as rebuilding goes than it really is for Donovan Mitchell and the New York Knicks. I don't really see them winning for a very long time. And I truly think if Donovan Mitchell were to go to the Knicks, he might end up ringless. But I don't know. That's just me. And that's really only if he stays in New York. I think if he were to go to a different team eventually, maybe request a trade or just sign to another team in free agency, or, you know, get traded in general, I think there is a chance he wins a ring. He is that guy. Like, let's not forget who Donovan Mitchell is. This guy is an absolute demon on the court. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I try to keep these videos as short as possible, so I had to pack these 2 pretty big subjects down, but I really want to know what you guys think about Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, what teams you want to see them go to. I mean, I personally would love to see either of them come to the Heat. I think they'd be both perfect fits for us, but hey, you know what? Maybe that's just a Heat bias.